What is up, YouTube? Toy Pulse here, and today we're going to take a quick look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Deluxe Buzz-Saw Hordak. Buzz-Saw Hordak comes in the standard packaging for deluxe figures in this line. He also gets a special sticker to denote that he is part of the Evil Horde. There's also some excellent art of the character launching a saw out of his chest on the top right corner of the blister card. The back of the card features some truly excellent art by Axel Jimenez, along with some art demonstrating the Buzz-Saw action feature, and cross-saw art showing the Deluxe He-Man and Skeletor, alongside Castle Grayskull and the yet-to-be-released Wind Raider. Now let's take a closer look at the packaging art, which shows Hordak blasting He-Man with his Buzz-Saws. As always, the packaging is such a highlight of this line, and I simply cannot get enough of it. It's colorful, it's bright, it's just exactly what this line needs to help these toys fly off the shelves. But I also love the little details and hints of potential future releases. He-Man, for example, is holding his spinning mace weapon, which was originally included with Flying Fist He-Man in the vintage line. Could that He-Man variant be getting a release eventually? I think so. The other really cool hint we get for a potential future release is Hordak's mount, Mantisaur. Given that we already have Battle Cat and Panther, it's looking like we are going to get a Mantisaur at some point. So rad. As far as accessories, Hordak comes with the same crossbow that came with the standard release. It's molded in white plastic and just clips onto his arm. However, the deluxe release does not include the bat accessory that the single card had. Hordak also comes with two interchangeable heads, one of which is this absolutely hilarious smiling head. This is very similar to the deluxe Skeletor, which also came packed with a smirking head, and this thing just gives the figure so much personality. I love it. Give every single Origins figure a smiling head. They all need it. Do it right now. Do it, Mattel. Do it. He also comes with the standard I'm mad evil Hordak head that was included with the single carded release. And it's fine, but the smiling head is really where it's at. He also includes two of the Buzz-Saws that launch out of his chest, both molded in a bright yellow plastic. One is a standard looking Buzz-Saw shape. The other is kind of like a star looking shape. Both feature a sculpted Horde logo, which looks pretty great, and I find it very funny that Hordak takes the time to put his branding on the blades that shoot out of his chest cavity, just in case there was any question as to where these things came from. Let's take a quick look at the mini-comic pack-in Horde Plague. Now, clearly the most noticeable aspect of this comic is that Mosquitor is front and center. The comic illustrates a battle between Hordak and He-Man and his friends, alongside Mosquitor trying to suck the life out of everyone. It's great fun, and these mini comics are always just a real treat. He also comes with a little brief instruction sheet that shows off how to use his action feature, and like a lot of recent Origins figures, he comes with a little breakdown of how the interchangeable parts work, which is something they really didn't highlight in the line before this, which is nice. And one thing that surprises me is you can actually take the waist chest joint off of the legs. You couldn't do that on the Deluxe Skeletor and He-Man, so that's a nice little surprise. And here's some fun little creations I've made. I think the He-Man head on the body looks really awesome, kind of like a dark evil He-Man, though the neck is a little higher to account for Hordak's big head, but overall, yeah, you can make some really fun stuff, and it's one of the nice little surprises of this line. Okay, let's take a look at Hordak's articulation, which is standard for this line, but we'll go over it just in case you're new. So he's got a ball-jointed head, just kind of moves up and down, left and right. Ball-like joints swivel at the shoulders, swivels at the elbows, swivels at the wrist. It's got ball-like joints at the hips, swivels at the knees, and a cut at the ankles, and a swivel hinge at the or I should say shins, and then a swivel at the ankles. So yeah, good articulation. Oh, and the waist also swivels, which I was also very surprised that the only complaint really I have about this thing is that it's very floppy. I don't know what it is. You can kind of see, like, most of the figures in this line have been very sturdy. This one, like, he's a little back heavy because of his cape and his action feature, which this is not removable, by the way. You cannot get this off. You could probably rip this out, but I don't think you'd be able to get it back in. But this is staying on. But the figure itself, mine at least, is very floppy, especially in the legs. He falls over at the drop of a hat. So you really got to be careful with how you're displaying him on your shelf because he's so back heavy. You can kind of lane him. But yeah, he's good articulation for the line, standard. But it's just, I'm surprised that the legs are just so gummy and floppy. I don't know what the deal is, but Overall, my only real complaint with this thing. Okay, let's take a look at Hordak's action feature, where he shoots the saw out of his chest. So it's very simple. You just pop the chest open here. Comes open very easily. Take one of the saw blades. Clicks in. Very satisfying. It's a very clear click. It's very loud and forceful, so you'll know if it did it. And you actually need to leave this open. It doesn't have enough force to shoot out with the chest closed. And then you just take aim at a target and press this down. Oops, sorry. And it shoots out really hard too, so definitely don't aim it at anybody. There we go. Boom. And it takes a little bit of force to pop this down, but it's it hits really hard. I'll just show you how it works. Try to do it when it's closed. It just kind of... It's hard to kind of do from this angle, sorry. But yeah, it just kind of pops open. So you got to leave it open, but it shoots. I'm really surprised at how hard this thing shoots out. I just figured it would kind of just, I don't know, just kind of plop out, but no, it launches. So be very careful. As they say, don't aim at children or pets or anything like that. But yeah, it's very satisfying. It's a very fun action feature, and it'll mess up. Look, it knocked off Shira's tiara. So awesome execution of this action feature. I am very pleased with this. Alright, there's my review of Buzz-Saw Hordak. He's a fun figure, and I'm really glad I held out for this one instead of getting the single carded release. He looks to be part of a refresh wave of Deluxe He-Man and Skeletor, and should retail for $19.99. Definitely grab one if you see him. Thanks for watching. Please take a second to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you plan on picking up Buzz-Saw Hordak, and what other characters you want to see get the Origins Deluxe treatment. Also, check me out on Instagram at ToyPulse. Thanks for watching.